Hello world, it is Victor Two-Time, aka the Latin Swordsman. Yes, I made that up. Please don't steal it. And we're back on it, man. Another episode of Surge Chronicles. Officially, I think I put out a few episodes like over the past few months. But I think the last two I put out are literally, like for the playlist type stuff. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about two things. Mainly one, but how it pertains to the other, I guess, would kind of be included. I want to touch on the subject of mental health real quick. I don't want to dive too deep into it because I know this is a triggering conversation for a lot of people. So for me, man, on a personal level, June the 5th of 2025 was, I would call it, my check-in, I guess is the best way to put it. It was the day I had probably the worst mental breakdown my entire life. I had to check in to a facility. Needless to say, when I was there for those few days, the people there, I didn't really get the help I needed from the staff. They were nice. They were okay, I guess. For me, the help came in the fact that it was a reality check. When I saw other people going through what they were going through, it kind of made me feel like, you know what, I can get a handle on this. I can get in front of this. I can stop the problem before it starts. I used to be friends with someone back in the day, real close with them actually. And they had the tendency to just let any situation in their life get to the absolute worst part, blow up, and then try to do cleanup afterwards when they could have gone in front of it and avoided it altogether. I guess on some level, that's the worst level of self-sabotage, right? Don't know why they do it, but more proud to them, I guess. For me, over this past year, since I just passed on this past Friday, I will say that things have changed for me on a mental level, 100%. I'm only bringing up the topic of mental health because, my year had just passed for me checking in. I thought I'd be a lot prouder of the goals I've accomplished so far, but I really feel like I'm not. I feel like I haven't done much. A friend of mine pointed out the other day and they were like, well, you made it another year living, which is very true. I'm not saying I'm taking that for granted. But when you are going through something like a mental health crisis or midlife crisis or something just that's so traumatic to where you really don't see which way is up, you have to have someone or something in your life that kind of like redirects you or like refocuses, what you're seeing to make you appreciate what you have, right? And I shouldn't depend on anything or anyone else to do that for me. And that's the second thing that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, but talking about two things. Having certain people in your life that understand what you're going through, that support you, and still don't treat you any differently is what I feel like makes the mental health journey that much easier. And I do have that. Don't get me wrong. But, there's a certain level of understanding that when certain people in your life that are there for you and supportive, if they don't know exactly where you're coming from or what you're feeling, then it's kind of hard to appreciate their support at 100%. Not to sound ungrateful. More like it's at 90%, which, that's more than enough. But there are certain people in my life that are no longer in my life that if they were here and they did give me the opportunity to talk to them, show them the progress, to just have a sit down and be like, you know what? Things are so much different now. You have to realize though, if there are certain people that are no longer in your life, it is for a reason. So if you're coming across this video and you feel like you may have lost the love of your life, you may feel like you lost your best friend, you may feel like you've lost everything. You can't lose what was meant for you. What's meant for you will never find a way to leave you behind, will never try to hurt you intentionally, will think 10 steps ahead before something even is brought to your attention that could possibly hurt you and prevent it. I struggle with that so badly that I still look to certain situations and certain people for some type of acknowledgement when I shouldn't, when the acknowledgement is the silence. And when you're going through something on a mental level, silence is one of the scariest killers because some people don't speak up. And when they don't, it's too late. Silence can kill, man. It really can. And, time wasted can kill as well. You don't want to waste the rest of your life thinking about what could have been when you need to live in what is right now. So on that note, let's get to it. Let me grab my scoops. My shoulder still hurting. Don't know why, but my elbow's getting better. Hey, as I always tell my friends, we take those small wins. We take those W's. All right, let's see what kind of magic we have today. Oh shit. Oh yeah. That was a good one. That was a good one. All right. We're gonna stir this up. Y'all know what I'm about to say. Thank you for saying it for me. Had to sit up straight, man. Like my shoulders hurting, man. Maybe it's the way I'm sitting. My posture is straight jacked. But my delts are coming in pretty good, though. My delts, you see that curve right there? See that curve right there? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyways. So today's drink, man, is for anyone out there that's suffering right now, that's struggling, that's going through it. You know, whether it's physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, everything that could possibly go wrong probably will go wrong, but it's for a reason. So for that one person that I simply just wish we could talk, but I guess everything that needed to be said has been said. The true colors of someone's soul, they show you exactly who they are when they're at the highest and their lowest. And I've seen it all with that one person. So, cheers, y'all. Nah, bruh. It ain't going down in one go. Oh, let me start it up one more time, man. All right. Get her done. At my job, there's so many patients that have that say that now. Get her done. Like in my position, I'm scheduling so many appointments for their follow-ups, and some of them just like, all right, let's get her done. But you know, a lot of patients, I've actually seen some get better, so love seeing that. But anyways, man, that's all I got for today. Appreciate y'all watching. If y'all watched it to the end, thank you so much. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, y'all stay safe on the battlefield.